So I'm always mentally in my own business. So for me, when I love all that I see, it's only because I'm loving all that I think about that person and situation.
Katie, I'm wondering too, there's these moments that I have sometimes that sounds familiar to some of the things that you've mentioned. There's times, and I know it sounds so strange, but I was buying socks one day and I was just so open, and I felt like I actually fell in love with this checker. And she was like an 80-year-old woman. And just every time she took a sock and it went across the beeper, and I just felt this overwhelming feeling, not just of love, but like I was in love with the socks. I was in love with her. I felt like ecstasy.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, and it felt familiar and normal. Yeah. But then my mind went, you're not allowed to feel this for some strange.
Okay, and you and then broke.
All of a sudden it closed down.
Exactly. So.
But are we allowed to love everyone that way?
So you have the answer within you. It's like in that moment, you were so clear and it was broken with, we're not allowed to feel this way.
Right.
So you're not allowed to feel that way. Is it true? Now look at the situation. Don't look at all of time. It's okay to go vast, but just stay in that situation. Right here, right now, even if it were 10 years ago, be there now. So in that situation, it's not okay to feel that way. Is it true? You're not allowed to feel that way. Is it true?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. Did you feel that way?
Yeah, it was.
So in that situation, you did feel that way. So really contemplate, is it true? Okay, I'm not allowed to feel that way. Is it true? Okay. I can see me. I was in total bliss. I love the socks. No one was stopping me. I love the checker. No one stopped me. I felt it was amazing. Did I hurt anyone? Was anyone harmed? No. Was I harmed? No. I'm not allowed to feel that way. So is it true?
No.
Get it?
Oh, because I am allowed because I'm doing it.
You lived it. No one stopped you. No one threw you in jail. No one said, she's weird, she's weird.
Yeah. I was allowed in that moment. I was totally allowed.
Yes, you were.
Wow. Okay. But then it feels like it's going to keep happening if I allow it more.
Well,
it's going to go with every.
Of course, your thoughts are going to tell you this, so that one belongs on paper too.
Do you think that, then I would be in love with everyone and everything?
Well, why guess? What was your experience? Were you?
Yeah.
And were you okay?
Yeah,
there's there's nothing. That's why they call it self-realization, sweetheart. You're no longer guessing.
Explain that a little more.
You're coming out of your own experience.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it's just me and right there what's being lived.
And
nothing in the way.
No one stopped you. You were not arrested. Nothing terrible happened.
Right.
In fact, something wonderful. A gift.
Yeah.
You received the gift. Your mind was open. And then that thought came in, I'm not allowed to feel this way, and it broke what was natural. And in that moment, the suffering began again.
Yeah.
In other words, for those of you listening, suffering is another term to my mind for fear.
Right, because I was so afraid that it would go away, and my fear of it going away is what made it go away.
Yes, and it wasn't just your fear of it going away, it's the thought that made it go away, and then the emotions that came out of that thought.
Right. and then more thoughts, and this web of not allowing. Yeah, just a web of no. You are not allowed to say yes.
Yes, and sweetheart, those thoughts that just spin out of that, those also are gifts, because they're showing you clearly what is between you and that experience behind the socks. So welcome those thoughts. Just bring them on, put them on paper, and meet your blessings.
Oh, because if I'm allowed to love that way, I don't know if I'm allowed. I may consider that I can fall in love with those thoughts too. I can fall in love with the fear and say, I allow you as well. Oh my gosh, which would mean allowing and allowing. Yes. What the heck?
Yes. I think you're onto something very important.
Yeah. Okay. I had a little, I think, thank you so much.
Oh, honey, it's a beginning, and you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. You know, you were in touch with your true nature.
You think so?
It's 100% right on.
Yeah.
I mean, you were 100%. That's why they call it love. You were connected. You were connected to everyone and everything and yourself.
You think my true nature is that
love? It's like that.
Wow. That's an interesting thing. I thought it was something happening to me, but I never stopped to think that maybe that was me.
Well, who else was it?
Well, it's funny.
It was beyond the thinker.
Yeah. Until
that thought disconnected the experience. And the thought isn't the problem. It's that you believed the thought. And that was the disconnect that took you from your true nature into the world. I'm not allowed to feel this way.
So if I wouldn't have believed it, then it would be that it would have just washed right in with the love.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thoughts are not the enemy. It's like when we believe the thought, it is the apparent creation of another world, the world that isn't, as opposed to that world you experienced. I mean, in that experience, you knew how to put the socks on the belt. You knew there was a woman there. You knew there were socks. It was just the observer, not personal, beyond it, love.
Oh, okay. Because we always think that not personal means not meaningful, but it's not personal in the sense that I wasn't attached to any of it. I was just
very
loving
good.
Every minute of it. Just
that is exactly what I mean by not personal. Yeah. But it's not personal, and it's entirely personal.
Wow. And it can't be that personal in quotations that we like, or we wouldn't be able to do it, because we'd be resisting by this, I like this, I like that, instead of I like all. Just come on, let's bring it all in, and okay. And now I see. But then you get it all. So it's personal, but not. It's so hard to put into words.
Yeah, that's why we spend time together. It's why all these books are written all over the world. It's, trying to put words to what words can never give us. But the direct experience of just sitting in the 4 questions on I'm not allowed to feel this way and giving it time. Yeah. And you could do a whole worksheet on that situation. And, I am very upset because I'm not allowed to feel this way.
Right.
And then you write a worksheet, go to statement 2 on that Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. I want. In that moment you believed you weren't allowed to feel that way, what did you want? And then you go to statement 3, advice and to the world, etc. So, sweetheart, thank you for your email, and thank you for your grace.
Thank you, Katie, for all your hard work. You guys are awesome. I know all the hard work I see you guys do to make this happen.
The people that work at that work. I mean, they blow my mind. They blow my mind. They blow my mind. It's remarkable. They're working like 24/7. It's like they never sleep. It's like if they'll hear this little ding on the cell phone, dead asleep, and they'll wake up. I mean, it's incredible. And love is the power. It truly is a power. And people in this company have this work running through them. And it truly is a state of grace. This company is run like the school for the work. The world wouldn't say we're perfect, but I love this place. I love stepping into this space, these amazing people. Thank you, honey, for that appreciation. And I'm obviously with you 100%. Thank you, Kai. Bye, honey.